so picture this, a city bustling with, energy and potential, and then suddenly, bam, it's hit with a downturn.
Huh. Interesting.
That's kind of where Cardano finds itself right now.
Yeah.
We're diving into this article from crypto.news.
Okay.
It's titled, Cardano loses 2 key levels, risking a 20% crash.
Whoa. Okay.
Pretty dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
So is a crash really on the horizon for Cardano?
Right.
What is going on with this blockchain platform?
Yeah.
It once held so much promise.
It did. It really did.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
So-
That's a good analogy for sure.
Yeah.
And a really, really important question.
Mm-hmm.
This article does not hold back.
Right.
It paints a pretty stark picture of Cardano's current situation.
Yeah, it definitely grabs your attention.
For sure.
Let's start with the most obvious issue.
Okay.
The price Cardano's been taking a beating lately, hasn't it?
It has, the article highlights a 47% drop since December,
Wow.
which is significant,
Yeah.
even considering that other altcoins like Polkadot and Chainlink are also down.
Mm-hmm. So this isn't just a general crypto dip then.
Right.
There's something more specific happening with Cardano.
Yeah.
What's behind this steep decline?
Well, the article points to a few key factors.
Okay.
First, there's the overall market sentiment,
Uh-huh.
which is currently gripped by fear.
Ah, yes, the infamous fear and greed index.
Right.
You see it everywhere in crypto analysis.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
It's a powerful indicator of how investors are feeling, and right now, they are not feeling great.
Makes sense.
And this fear, it can be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, yeah, how so?
People get scared, they sell the price drops further, which fuels more fear.
It's like a domino effect of negativity.
Exactly.
But why is Cardano being hit harder than some other platforms?
Here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The article suggests that Cardano is struggling with its ecosystem,
Okay.
particularly in the area of decentralized finance.
DeFi.
Or DeFi. Yeah, think of DeFi as this exciting new financial system. That's built on blockchains, offering lending, borrowing, and other services without traditional intermediaries.
Right, DeFi has been the buzzword for a while now.
It has.
So how is Cardano falling behind in this space?
Well, the article points to Cardano's declining total value locked,
TVL?
or TVL, in its DeFi ecosystem,
Got it.
which is now down to $350 million.
$350 million still sounds like a lot to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Why is that a concern?
Because it shows a shrinking DeFi presence.
Oh, okay.
What's surprising is that Cardano,
Uh-huh.
which was once considered a top contender,
Right.
is now smaller than newer networks like Mantle, Chronos, Zircuit, and Berachain.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
This raises questions about whether Cardano is attracting enough developers and users to build and utilize its platform,
Yeah.
which is crucial for its long-term success.
Absolutely.
So it's not just the price then.
Right.
It's about the vibrancy and the activity within the Cardano ecosystem. And another concerning sign is Cardano's surprisingly low market share in the stablecoin industry.
Yeah, that's right.
Stablecoins, right?
Yeah.
Those cryptocurrencies pegged to stable assets like the US dollar,
Uh-huh.
they're meant to be the safe haven in the volatile world of crypto.
Exactly. But according to the article, Cardano only has a tiny sliver of the stablecoin market. Just $22.48 million.
Wow, that is surprisingly low for a platform of Cardano's size. It is. Why is that a red flag?
Because stablecoins are essential for real-world use cases and mainstream adoption.
Okay.
This small share suggests that Cardano isn't gaining the traction it needs in this crucial aspect of the crypto ecosystem.
Right.
It also raises questions about Cardano's ability to compete with the giants like Tron, Ethereum, and Near Protocol, which dominate the stablecoin landscape.
So we've got a declining price,
Yeah.
a shrinking DeFi presence, and a tiny share of the stablecoin market.
Uh-huh.
It's painting a pretty bleak picture.
Yeah, it is.
But the article's title mentions a potential 20% crash. Where's that coming from?
That's where the technical analysis comes in.
Okay.
The article highlights a few concerning technical indicators.
Like what?
For one, Cardano has broken below the 50% Fibonacci retracement level and the 200-day moving average, which are both bearish signals.
Okay, I'll admit I'm not a technical analysis guru.
Sure.
Can you break that down for those of us who don't speak chart?
Yeah, think of it this way. The Fibonacci retracement levels and the 200-day moving average are like signposts
Okay.
that traders use to identify potential support and resistance levels.
Got it.
When these levels are broken, it often indicates a shift in momentum.
Uh-huh.
And in Cardano's case, that shift is pointing downwards.
So those broken signposts are signaling trouble ahead.
Right.
And what about this 20% crash?
Yeah.
Is that a real possibility?
The article points to a double top pattern in Cardano's chart,
Okay.
which is often a precursor to a significant price decline.
Ah, interesting.
Imagine two peaks forming on a price chart. That's the double top.
Got it.
When the price breaks below the neckline connecting those peaks,
Yeah.
it can trigger a sell-off,
Uh-huh.
potentially pushing the price down further.
So it's like Cardano tried to climb the mountain twice.
Yeah.
Failed. And now it's in danger of falling back down.
Right.
And according to the article, that fall could be as much as 20%.
Yes. The article suggests a potential drop to 0.5597,
Wow.
which would be a 20% crash from its current level.
Okay, so we've got price drops,
Yeah.
fear in the market,
Mm-hmm.
a struggling ecosystem,
Right.
and ominous technical indicators.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot to digest.
It is.
Is there any good news for Cardano?
Well,
Any glimmer of hope?
there is a glimmer of hope, yes.
Okay.
The article does mention that the bearish view could be invalidated
Okay.
if Cardano's price manages to climb back above 0.76 Brun cents.
So 0.76 cents is the magic number to watch.
It seems that way.
But what could possibly drive the price back up in the face of all these challenges?
That's the big question. We need to look beyond the current gloom
Mm-hmm.
and see if there are any catalysts for change,
Okay.
any positive developments that could shift the narrative.
Well, that sounds like a good place to pick up in part 2.
Sounds good.
We'll dive into those potential catalysts
Okay.
and explore whether Cardano can really tune things around.
Awesome.
Join us then.
See you there. So we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. Can Cardano really turn things around?
Yeah, I'm dying to know.
Let's explore that.
Okay.
But first, I want to circle back to this fear factor we touched on.
Okay.
You mentioned the crypto fear and greed index,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's worth understanding how much weight we should really give it.
Yeah, it's easy to get swept up in the emotional waves of the market,
Right.
especially when everyone's talking about fear.
Exactly.
So how does this index actually work?
Think of it as a gauge of the market's emotional temperature.
Okay.
It takes into account things like volatility,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how much prices are swinging, trading volume, how much buying and selling is happening, social media sentiment, what people are saying online,
Yeah.
and even Google search trends related to crypto.
So it's not just about numbers.
Right.
It's about capturing the overall mood, the vibe of the crypto community.
Exactly. And right now, that vibe is definitely leaning towards fear,
Yeah, I can see that.
which can be contagious.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially for those new to the crypto space,
Mm-hmm.
seeing headlines about crashes and fear indexes can be pretty unnerving.
Oh, absolutely. It makes you question everything.
Right?
Like, should I be selling?
Yeah.
Am I missing something?
Exactly. And that uncertainty can lead to impulsive decisions.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which in a volatile market like crypto can be costly.
For sure.
It's important to remember that fear is a natural human emotion.
Right.
But it shouldn't be the sole driver of your investment decisions.
So for our listeners who might be feeling that fear creeping in, especially regarding Cardano, what's the best approach?
I'd say the key is to step back from the emotional roller coaster.
Easier said than done sometimes.
I know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
focus on the fundamentals.
Right.
Don't get caught up in the daily price swings or the headlines screaming crash.
Yeah.
Instead, do your research.
Right.
Understand the technology, the team, the long-term vision of the platform.
Basically, don't panic, zoom out, and look at the bigger picture.
Exactly. Now let's shift gears and dig deeper into those ecosystem struggles we talked about.
Okay.
We mentioned Cardano's shrinking DeFi presence, but
Yeah.
why is that such a big deal?
Right.
What does a strong DeFi ecosystem actually mean for a blockchain platform?
Yeah, let's break that down. DeFi is exciting, sure, but how does it impact Cardano's overall success?
Well, DeFi is where a lot of the innovation and activity is happening in the crypto space right now. It's attracting developers, entrepreneurs, and users who are building and using new financial tools and applications.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's about the community that's built around it. The people who are actually using it to create something new.
Precisely. And for a blockchain platform to remain competitive and relevant, it needs to be a part of this DeFi revolution.
So Cardano's dwindling DeFi presence is a sign that it's not attracting enough of those developers and users to build and utilize its platform.
It's definitely a concern. It raises questions about the platform's attractiveness and its ability to compete with newer, more agile blockchain networks.
Right.
And this brings us to another red flag raised by the article,
Which is?
Cardano's shockingly low revenue.
Yeah, that $1,236 figure was hard to believe.
It is surprising.
How can a platform with a market cap of over $30 billion generate such minimal revenue?
Right.
Something doesn't add up.
It's a valid question. It suggests a potential disconnect between the platform's current financial performance and its perceived future potential.
Okay.
It's like a startup with $1 billion valuation, but no customers.
Right.
There's a gap there that needs to be addressed.
So for our listeners who might be looking at Cardano as a potential investment, is this low revenue a deal breaker?
I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker,
Okay.
but it's definitely a red flag that warrants further investigation.
Okay.
It's important to understand why the revenue is so low and what the Cardano team is doing to address this issue.
Okay, so we've uncovered some serious challenges.
We have.
The price drop, the fear factor, the shrinking DeFi presence, and the surprisingly low revenue. It's starting to feel like Cardano is on shaky ground.
It's certainly facing an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But remember, we haven't explored those potential catalysts for change yet.
Right.
Is there anything on the horizon that could turn the tide for Cardano?
Well, let's dive into that in part 3.
Okay.
We'll see if Cardano can defy the odds and find its way back to the top.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
Okay, so we spent the last 2 parts of this deep dive exploring some pretty serious challenges facing Cardano. But I'm still holding on to that glimmer of hope you mentioned.
Yeah.
Can Cardano really pull itself out of this downturn?
It's definitely an uphill battle, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But remember, Cardano still has a strong and passionate community.
They do.
And they could be a driving force for change.
Yeah, they've been through a lot with Cardano.
Right.
The hype cycles, the delays, the competition.
All of it.
They seem pretty resilient.
They are, and that resilience could be a major asset as Cardano navigates these turbulent times.
Okay.
The community's belief in the platform, their commitment to its vision, could be a powerful catalyst for growth.
So it's not just about the technology then.
Right.
It's about the people who believe in it and are actively building on it.
Exactly. Now beyond the community.
Oh.
Let's look at some specific areas where Cardano could make a real difference and potentially turn things around.
Okay, like what?
One area I'd keep a close eye on is their approach to governance.
Right. Cardano has always emphasized its unique governance model. But how could that lead to real-world impact and ultimately a resurgence in value?
It's all about creating a system where stakeholders have a real voice
Okay.
and contribute to the platform's evolution.
Uh-huh.
If Cardano can successfully implement its vision for decentralized governance,
Yeah.
it could attract developers and projects that are looking for a more democratic and transparent blockchain ecosystem.
So it's about attracting those who are looking for a different way of doing things.
Yeah.
Those who value community involvement in decision-making.
Precisely. And another area where Cardano could differentiate itself is sustainability.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
They've been vocal about their commitment to eco-friendly practices.
Yeah.
And that could resonate with a growing segment of the crypto community that's concerned about the environmental impact of blockchain technology.
Sustainability is definitely a hot topic in the crypto space.
It is.
If Cardano can position itself as a leader in this area, it could attract a whole new wave of users and investors who are looking for ethical and sustainable options.
Exactly. Now, let's not forget about those technical indicators we discussed.
Yeah, those ominous technical indicators.
While they're currently painting a bearish picture,
Yeah.
they're not set in stone. Remember that key level of 0.76 pen cents.
Right. The article mentioned that if Cardano's price can climb back above that level, it could invalidate the bearish outlook.
Exactly.
But what could drive such a price surge?
It could be a combination of factors, positive news, and developments within the Cardano ecosystem.
Okay.
A broader shift in market sentiment towards optimism, perhaps driven by favorable regulations or increased institutional adoption of cryptocurrency.
Right.
All of these things could contribute to a price rally.
So it's not just about hoping for a miracle.
Right.
It's about watching for real signs of progress.
Exactly.
Tangible achievements that demonstrate Cardano's value and potential.
And that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating.
I agree.
We've uncovered the challenges, acknowledged the risks, but we've also identified potential catalysts for change, glimmers of hope that suggest Cardano's story is far from over.
It's a reminder that in the world of crypto, things can change quickly.
Absolutely.
What looks bleak today could be a distant memory tomorrow.
The key is to stay informed, do your research,
Right.
and make your own decisions based on your individual risk tolerance and investment goals.
Well said. And for our listeners who are eager to learn more and stay up to date on all things Cardano, where can they go for reliable information and analysis?
There are some great resources out there. Of course, you can always find in-depth articles and analysis on sites like crypto.news.
The one we've been discussing today.
Exactly.
And don't forget to check out CoinTalk Podcast's YouTube channel for more deep dives into the fascinating world of crypto.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We cover a wide range of topics, from market analysis to technical breakdowns to interviews with industry experts.
It's a great way to stay informed and engage with the community of passionate crypto enthusiasts.
Absolutely. So head over to YouTube, search for CoinTalk Podcast, and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
You can also like this video, leave a comment, and share with your friends.
Awesome.
And be sure to check back for our next episode.
Yes.
Where we'll be diving into another exciting topic in the ever-evolving world of blockchain and cryptocurrency.
See you there.
That's right. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.